It was late afternoon. Gary and the army fatigue-uniformed soldiers were absorbing the cool breeze cascading from the Pacific, traversing inland over Fort Ord's 5,000-acre East Range. Gary surmising, there was one scheduled field instruction class remaining that day, concluding it would be an introduction to gas warfare, as each member of the platoon had been issued a gas mask. With its issue, came a brief instructional class of the basics: how to adjust the straps and clear the mask, check for proper sealing, and informed further instructions were to follow. The dust-cloaked platoon coming to a halt before a section of sun-scorched bleachers. At ease was accorded and the formation rested in position awaiting for a fall-out command to mount the bleachers. Gary, noticing two NCOs milling about behind and upwind of the standing formation, and saw what looked like metal containers in their hands. Immediately an odor aspired, eyes began to burn, watering profusely, the skin irritation was reminiscent of stinging nettle, rifles chastising the ground as the men grasped the snaps to access their imprisoned mask. The group was in total disarray. It was undisciplined attempt in apprehension of what was taking place. Gary was among the many whose first thoughts were to seek refuge from the consternation vapor that enhanced the area, hastily donning his mask. Once embellished in its protection, he established the location of the two canisters which were placed quiescent behind the formation, observing as they continued to emit a clouded mist. It was the platoon's inaugural introduction to tear gas. The eastward sea breeze soon cleared the discharge of effluvium, but not the vehement sound of the imperious lecture that followed. The soldiers listened to a despotic demeaned NCO instructor, aggressively conveying it was a cardinal contravening act to let your weapon ever recline to the ground. The formation regrouped, the veracity and connotation of the NCO's admonishment having been conveyed, a lasting message, the ad hoc demonstration, a lesson in the necessity for proper training. Upon return to the barracks, it was learned the instructional lesson was to continue in the morning, followed by participating in a practical test to demonstrate their skills by entering what was noted as the gas chamber. The morning found the 4th platoon arriving at the instructional station located somewhere noted as in the boondocks, the company's 3rd platoon pulling out, having completed the exercise. 2 tent and shrouded structures were stationed on an elevated bluff, overlooking the silent brush of the East Range. The platoon informed, the tent structure they would be entering contained chlorine gas, similar to chemicals exploited amid the combatants of the First World War. The signature for entrance would be to march in a squad at a time, holding one's breath until all were present, then given a command to extract, adjust, and clear the mask to be adorned. The platoon sergeant giving assurance, the exercise would acquire less than a minute. Gary was comfortable, no stinging or eye-watering substance, only an odor similar to an over-chlorinated swimming pool. The 4th squad entering, the order given to extract, adjust, and clear, Gary immediately discovering a problem. The mask enclosure snaps would not cooperate. Refusing to unsnap, he struggled, holding his breath, unable to call out, tugging at the snaps, still no results. He focused, concentrating on the attempt, and no longer able to maintain a breathless vacuum when the snaps suddenly released, and simultaneously he inhaled a breath of the flavored aura, immediately according the mask, the order to exit given. The formation was at ease, but intense attentiveness was present. They knew what awaited in the 2nd tent. Orders were accorded again: extract, adjust and clear, the mask being fixed in place. Again, single file by squad, 12 men at a time entering the tear gas cloud-veiled tent interior, halting at attention. Instruction were given to the expression concealed soldiers. On command, the mask were to be removed and properly stored. It was ordained, the mask were to be taken off. Gary, like the others, holding their breath but beginning to feel the pandemonium that accompanies a person experiencing a vexatious situation. the squad having to remain until the cadre was satisfied with the squad's proper stance, then acknowledging them to proceed to the bluff and allow the oncoming breeze to cleanse the captive pungent mist. The soldier once again established in the cool sunlit morning after the gas chamber exigency, even applauding the call to fall in for formation, his acquaintance with tear gas and the silent testimony to what was a chlorine gas charade, still a reminder of the significance of training.